thinking, we are all so incredibly unique. Is there anybody on here that believes in some kind of conspiracy theory that everyone else would think you're a little crazy for? You don't have to share it if you don't want to. If you'd like to, go ahead and type it in. But here's where this kind of comes from. And I want you to kind of think a little bit. And part of this may be just so you guys all realize that you're not alone. I was at an event years ago. I was talking with someone, and after speaking with them, someone came up after the fact and said, somebody give me a crazy conspiracy theory. I'm going to use that as opposed to the exact example. So somebody give me a crazy conspiracy theory. Throw something out there.
Hidden history.
Hidden history?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Lied about history.
I'm talking with this person, and it's an in-depth conversation. And after I was done, someone else that I knew came up and said, hey, did you know that's someone that believes in hidden history, or multiple shooters on the grassy knoll, or flat earth, or we never landed on the moon, or whatever, right? Hey, did you know that? A little bit of gossip. You be careful talking to them, because you might think, they're a little crazy. And I've thought about it throughout the years, and what I've learned, I've spent, from age 19 to 21, I was a missionary, and I was in Brazil, and I spent time talking with a lot of people from a lot of different backgrounds. I grew up in Oakland, California, in a very poor neighborhood. I moved to a small city in Arizona with a very different outlook from where I grew up. I moved out to Orlando and became part of a community that was totally different. I spent a lot of time, I married a Brazilian. I spent a lot of time with more Brazilians and working cleaning restoration. I ended up meeting a lot of people from Latin America, and then a lot of people from all over the world. Here in Orlando, it's a pretty big mixing pot. I got into business and started networking. Chambers of Commerce, BNI, this group and this organization and that association. And after a time, I started doing more and more and more training, and then group coaching and one-on-one coaching. And I started doing that coaching even before I started online and digital marketing. And then since then, there have been hundreds of people that I have coached on an individual basis. Sometimes it's a short-term coaching thing, a handful of calls. Other times that coaching has taken months or years. What I've learned over that time is that we are all flat earthers. We're all people that believe that the moon, landing never happened, that hidden history was true. We all have something quirky or unique or weird about us, something that we believe or something that we do that other people would cringe at, that would look at you and go, you're absolutely bonkers. And if you don't think that, step back for a minute and try describing your religion to someone that's never thought about religion. I don't care what religion it is, anyone. Describe it from a purely, let me get this straight kind of standpoint. You believe that, and I'm not trying to disparage any religion. I am religious. I have belief. I believe in God and a greater being and all sorts of other things. My point is when you look at all of us, there's something weird. Now, I feel very blessed that I've had people that have felt open and safe enough to share some of these things. But guys, we need to quit judging others. We're judging our audience when we're trying to market. We're judging people that are in our circle or outside of our circle. We need to stop that. Sometimes just turn that mirror around and look, and then pull back and say, you know what? That's okay, because we're all unique in some amazing ways, and we can all learn and grow from each other, right? We are all, in one way or another, flat earthers. And we all have our own unique abilities. So if you want to grow and become the best version of yourself, judging others, there is, and within scripture, it talks about judge not lest you be judged. And yet we're told at the same time to do other things where judging is inherent in so many different acts that we perform throughout the day. When we're doing research for our target audience, we're judging them in a way. When we're trying to pay attention to who it is we want to follow, or who we want to mentor us, or who we'd like to get guidance from, we're judging. We're forced to, and we should, because you need to decide what area is going to be best for you and your growth, be it professionally or spiritually, emotionally, physically. You've got to pay attention to those things. But a harsh judgment being brought down, and part of this came about, I was already thinking about this, and right before we got on, I ended up getting messages from a friend who's, spent the one I was talking about the other day, spent the weekend in the or last few days in the hospital because he didn't go do what he was supposed to. Now he needs a place to stay for a couple of nights. And I said, well, you just got to get here. I got an open bed. You just got to show up, I can't judge him for the situation that he's in. 6-7 years ago, and I've told this story before, but when I went through the separation, my marriage before my divorce, August 25th is my birthday. That morning, I woke up, 2013, I woke up in the back seat of my car. And I woke up because I had parked in a parking lot, because I wasn't sure really where I was going to go, what I was going to do. I was just, I wasn't drinking. I don't drink. But I fell asleep in the backseat of my car, and I woke up to an officer knocking on the back window, wondering if I had slept it off because I drank. And, no, we had a conversation, and I ended up, for the next few weeks, I was couch surfing different friends' houses. We never know what someone's situation is. We don't know what their background is. We don't know what they've been through in their life. We don't know what led them to believe certain things that you would look at and go, that's crazy. Or what makes them listen to certain songs that you go, that music sucks. Or watch some TV show that's a guilty pleasure. We don't have to judge them. It is up to us in this world, this day and age. I think what we need more of is love and growth and personal responsibility, right? And understanding that we've got the power to make a change for ourselves, and it doesn't require a huge organization or the government or anybody else to perform kindness and good in this world, that we're capable of doing it, right? We just need to do more of it all across the board. So today, what I want you guys to do is kind of think about those that are around you that you can share some love and light with. Just reach out to, say hello, maybe pick one of those family members or friends that you think's just a little weird, and reach out and say, hey, was thinking about you. How are you doing? You don't have to tell them that you think they're weird unless they own it and love it. And then great. But do something a little bit outside of your comfort zone today to help somebody else feel a little bit more comfortable. Not going to drag this out. That's all I wanted to say today. Weird in what way? Oh, we're all weird in different ways, Hartley. There's all sorts of different weirdness in this world. That's what makes the world great. That's what makes all of you great, because I've had some talks with some of you, and we've all had some laughs, right? I mean, look, I'm a 41-year-old man that collects little toys, right? I remember one conversation I had, I think Hartley asked me, I don't want to do this one-on-one until you get that cup with the pineapples on it, the flowers on it, because I was always drinking out of those cups. You notice different things. Guys, weird is a beautiful thing. We're all weird in our own way. Just go out and love somebody a little bit today. And on that note, you have my love, and I appreciate you guys more than you know. So go out and make it an amazing day.